Hey y'all, I have Lenny with me right now. Every time I sit down and start filming a video, he thinks I'm talking to him, so he runs up and gets in my lap like at the intro every single time. Okay, so this is a last second video because I just got some super exciting news yesterday. I got approved for an advanced reader's copy of Scribd by Angie Hockman. Oh my gosh, this is one of my most highly anticipated releases for 2021. It actually comes out this coming Tuesday, and it's Saturday when I'm filming this, and I got approved for the ARC on Friday. Like yesterday, I just on a whim requested the ARC because I literally never get approved for anything, and I got an email back immediately that was like, yeah, we'll send it to you, here's a copy. What? The publisher's gallery books, so I have like 2 or 3 days left to finish the book, to post my review, and I just wanted to vlog this entire experience because, can you see his nose? So let us chat about Scribd. I already cannot put it down. I'm 29% of the way through and I feel like I just started it. I am reading this on my phone right now, but it's just because I can't figure out how to get it onto my Kindle. I struggled for like 30 minutes yesterday and was like, you know what, I'm so ready to start. I'm just gonna read it on my phone. And then I laid in bed and stayed up so late reading last night because I couldn't put it down. So this book has been marketed to me as the hating game meets the unhoneymooners. So you probably already know this if you watch my videos, but I absolutely love The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. It is one of my all-time favorite romantic comedies. And then The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I really liked that book as well. I think I gave it 4 stars. It's not my favorite book from them, but I did ultimately enjoy it. I thought it was fun. So like the entire premise of Scribd should be a recipe for success. Scribd follows Henley, who is in her late 20s, which, let me pause and just say, I love the representation I've been seeing recently of like these heroines in these rom-coms being like between 25 and 30. I feel like I just don't read enough heroines in that age range, and that's the age range I'm about to enter into soon. I feel like I'm just already relating to Henley so much already. I feel like our mindsets are very similar. She's a very career-focused woman. She's really intelligent, but Henley feels like she's unappreciated at work. We get this instance right off the bat the very beginning of the book that shows you, wow, this girl is in a tough situation because she seems to love what she's doing and she loves working very hard, but she very clearly has been wronged in a few things at work. She has this rival co-worker named Graham who does not work in her office. He works remotely from his home, like in a different state. They just butt heads. At first there was a little bit of attraction on Henley's side that we know of, but any friendly feelings that she initially had towards him quickly dissolve once he becomes the root of some of her problems at the company. Guys, I know you know it, but I just love an enemies to lovers. Anything like that is always exactly what I'm looking for because with that comes so much wit and so much banter, and I'm already seeing it here. I'm already getting excited. So long story short, Henley feels like she works harder than Graham does, but they are both up for the same promotion at work. They work for this cruise line travel company, and Graham works on like the social media side of things and she's more digital marketing, so they have to work together a lot. And then in preparation to see who's going to get the promotion, their boss sends them on one of the cruises together so that they can get the true customer experience. So that's the main premise of the book. Like I just said, I'm almost a third of the way through the book already. So Graham and Henley are on the cruise. There's already some tension between them, and not just because they don't get along. We're starting to see a little bit of a mutual attraction, but I feel like I'm gonna need a few more like kind nuggets thrown in from both sides of them in order for me to keep like wanting them to be together. You know what I mean? Like when you're reading Hate to Love and you want them to hate each other and there to be all that tension and build up, but like you want those nice gestures as well. Because if you don't see that coming and then all of a sudden at the very end they're very happy, then it doesn't, something's not adding up, you know what I mean? Yeah, anyway, I'm hoping to see more of that in the chunk that I read tonight. I'm just having so much fun with it so far. I cannot wait to see what comes next. Okay, so an hour and a half and about 8 tabs later, we have downloaded Scribd on the Kindle. I'm really excited about this. Now I just have to scroll through, find where I was on my phone, and we'll be good to go. I just got off work. That's why we have this going on. I swear, I get up in the morning, I put on my little outfit, put my makeup on, and then I come home looking like this. Like I look like I got a makeup wipe and took all my makeup off at work. And then the sweet little ladies that I work with have the audacity to hype me up all day, okay? And then I'm like, okay. And then I get home and it's like, anyway, back to Scribd. I gave it 5 stars. I don't know what else to say. I feel really confident in saying that I think this is gonna be one of the 5 to 10 contemporary romance books that we're still talking about by the end of the year. I can kind of already see where I think this is going to be a pretty polarizing book, especially here on BookTube, but that's going to happen really with any genre, but especially with like the rom-com genre. I feel like people are so particular in what they like. And for me, this really had three things that are really like just big staples in what I want in a contemporary romantic comedy, new adult type book. So first of all, hate to love, rivals to lovers, whatever you want to call it, two people up for the same promotion. I love the tension. Witty banter is always really important to me, and I feel like Hockman really delivered on that here. Another thing I've been really into recently is forced proximity. So in taking these two rivals and putting them on a cruise ship with each other where they literally cannot escape each other's company, it just made everything so fun and so interesting. What I also really liked about the forced proximity is that these two main characters spend a lot of time together. That's a small nit that I have to pick with a lot of the other romance books I've read recently. It's like, I just feel like the love interests aren't spending enough time with each other. And in this book, they were on a ship together. Like there was nowhere else they could go. And then the third thing that this book really had going for it in terms of what I already know that I like, it was just very much a slow burn. As a reader, I had so much time to let all of that tension build and feel that mutual yearning. Now, what I think sets this book apart a little bit from what I was expecting it to be is that we really have some great larger conversations. In seeing Henley's character, we really get to see what it's like to be a woman working in a corporate setting. And this is completely spoiler-free, but around the 75% mark, the book took a turn thematically that I really wasn't expecting, that I didn't see coming, both in relating to like what I was just talking about with like women in the workplace and advancing in the workplace, but also we get to see Henley's newfound passion for the tropical setting that she's traveled to. They're in these exotic places, and when they go there, they're learning about the wildlife that lives there and the ecosystems. Everything from the marine life to tortoises to plants to eggs, like just everything about the setting felt so immersive to me. And I think that it was so wonderful that when we were getting really into all of those details, I never felt bored. It reminded me a little bit, like not the book itself, but just the fact that I wasn't bored in learning about all of these things having to do with nature. Where the Crawdads Sing kind of came to mind. I felt like I had a lot of fun learning in that book, and I feel like I learned a lot from this book as well. In the author's note at the end of the book, Angie Hockman said that she wanted to write a main character who felt as inspired by her travels as Hockman had herself. Let's see, just very quickly, I think that there was some great sisterhood moments in this book, some really great just moments of friendship, female friendship in particular, and I feel like this is such an empowering book for women in the workplace. I promise this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it because I could just keep going on and on, but the tourists that were on the boat were genuinely funny. I think they were really well-written characters. I felt like everyone who was introduced to the story, even if they were just passersby, I feel like everyone had these full character arcs that were fun. I felt like everyone was fleshed out. Even though there were a lot of characters, everyone had unique sounding names, so I didn't ever confuse like who was who. It wasn't like we had a Josh and Jack and George and all these people. Like we had Graham and Walsh and Gustavo and Nikolai, like all of these different people. It was very easy to keep track of who was who throughout the story. And there were just some hilarious moments. I thought that the activities they did while they were on the cruise, like everything was really fun. And I think that that's my full review. I don't really want to give you much more. You can tell that I'm really excited talking about it. I hope you enjoyed this little like mini bonus vlog. Keep an eye out for this coming Saturday. I have a really fun new vlog coming your way. And I guess I'll see you in that one. Bye.